Well, thank you so much, Ambassador, on this joyful day to reopen this embassy after 24 years. And I am certainly proud, in your words, to be your senator. So thank you so much for that. I know the minister will be here, and my friends, Congressman Keith Ellison and Congressman Emmer, are also going to be here. And it is true, we are so proud of our Somali population in Minnesota. We have half of the Somalis in the United States live in the state of Minnesota. Sorry, other states. And I was amused recently, a candidate for an office, I won't even go who it is, claimed that why would refugees and others want to come to Minnesota because it's so cold. This was on the news recently. And I was laughing because it is true, there was one day a few years ago when the Range Rover on Mars was in a particularly warm part of Mars, and it actually registered warmer on the planet of Mars than it did in International Falls, Minnesota. That is a true story. Nevertheless, we have had Somalis from a much warmer climate come to our state. We have had people elected to office from the city council that are Somali to the school board. Siad Ali, who is my full-time outreach director, has been with me now for I think 6 years in my office just recently, got elected to the school board, and we are so excited for him. And having a full-time Somali outreach person is wonderful. I'll never forget him calling me during the shutdown. Remember when we had the government shutdown here in the United States and everyone was furloughed, and he called me and he said, "My people do not understand furloughs or shutdowns. I just have to keep working. I cannot stop working. We don't do furloughs." And I think it's sort of an example to me of the spirit of so many of our Somali immigrant community in our state and across the country. I had the opportunity to get to know the community firsthand when my daughter was in Tuttle School for 2 years. She was in, right before I got elected, she was in a public school in Minneapolis that was a home of so many Somali families. And I treasured the pictures of her, who is kind of a small girl, with the photos of showing me how proud she was of her classmates. And it was these really tall Somali girls with her in the front. And so she certainly learned of the culture that way. We've had many challenges that Senator Franken and Congressman Ellison and I have taken over the years with the remittance issue and aid issues and so many things. But through it all, we have stood tall with our Somali community, and especially at a time when we are hearing a lot of anti-immigrant rhetoric, anti-refugee rhetoric. I think it's important more than ever that this embassy is opening today. What I remember most of this community and will always remember from my state are just the people, the women who are starting businesses in our state, the cases that I handled for the community when I was the district attorney, where people had been victimized by crimes and people were so unclear that the justice system was going to be there for them, but it was. And then just those children in my daughter's class with parents as proud as ever when their kids would get the perfect attendance certificate every single month. So it has been inspiring to represent such a resilient community. I am excited about what is happening. We know it comes in bits and starts and that there are always challenges in a country like Somalia. But opening this embassy is truly a sign of a reopening of spirit, a reopening of relations, and a new beginning. Thank you, everyone, for including me. And I will say I almost wore the right color today. It's as close as I could find in my wardrobe. So have a great day today. Thank you.